Hey Gary, 828. So yeah, I was the guy that got a bunch of responses and a bunch of likes. I don't know if there's still a dislike button on YouTube. I actually don't really upload on YouTube that much anymore. I now just focus on BitChute, but I saw the video of the Vigilant Christian, being that I actually, he responded to me about a video response that I wrote for his video. I mean, really, when I make these long responses where I just sit here and think for an hour exactly what I'm going to type and whatnot on people's videos, it's half of me doing missionary work, I guess, to provoke conversation for the purposes of, spreading the things of God, I guess. But at the same time, it's more just to kill time because as anybody can imagine, being a security guard at a place during lockdown is very boring. And I'm here for almost 10 freaking hours. So anyways, I came across your video and, I was the guy that left the comment about the iron sharpens iron thing. Like, if I was Mario, I would love it if I had a guy or a woman making response videos like critiques of something I was doing, because that would keep me on my A game kind of thing. So, being that I've actually been a fan of the Vigilant Mario back when he was called Vigilant Christian or something like that. I even made a response video to something that he made about like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or something like that. This is going back to 2016. And that was one of my highest viewed videos, even though I don't care about things like that. I don't care if one person watches the video or it gets up to like 800 views, like, who cares? That's not in our hands. That's in God's hands. That's up to him. So anyways, which I completely agree with you on, and one of the other videos I watched about, where Mario was accusing you, saying, well, he's only exposing me to get views. It's like, but then when I saw your response to it and read some comments and whatnot, looked into the situation, here's the thing. I'll say it like this, because I do like to watch Mario's videos even nowadays. I did speak to him very briefly on Facebook about like 2 months ago or so, and then spoke to him again about 3 or 4 weeks ago about the video where he had like that, I don't know, cartoonish looking syringe going in his arm, and he was talking about taking steroids and things like that, like a part of his process to become clean. So my thing is that I completely get it. I completely understand. There is a mountain of evidence suggesting that suggesting that Mario is he has very questionable characteristics. Excuse me, I'll put it like that. Very, very questionable person. Now, like I said, I still like to watch his videos. I like to view his content. I feel like I'm getting things, like I feel like I'm getting like maybe like inspiration, or the Holy Spirit's working on him to talk to me. Just different things like that. Like, where I would still consider myself a fan of his videos, even though, and thank God I didn't give him any money. I did not donate anything to him, even back in 2016 when I was watching all those videos. He was basically doing like those Illuminati videos and things like that, which I notice he's still doing now, like trying to build up his fan base kind of thing. Yeah. So my thing is that I like to watch both channels. I like to watch the person who's making the videos, and then the person who is the accuser against the person making the videos, but then he has or she has her own content. Like, I'm fine with both. It's like, it's all part of the freedom of speech, of us all trying to figure out how to get out of the mindset of the cathedral kind of thing. That's, I don't know, that's, I guess, how I see life and see, a combat of conversations and ideas. Like, to me personally, I believe like colleges, for example, whether it be conservative or liberal, really referring to liberal colleges, that the point of it is supposed to be a battleground of ideas for psychology, philosophy, theology, different things like that, when instead of just no, it's got to be just this way and that's it, you know. So I like it when there's people that I watch and then there's people that critique people that about them saying, well, if you really look into this, this person's a scumbag, you know. I like to watch both because I'm a freaking adult and I can make decisions based upon if I want to continue watching somebody or not. Like, I'm an adult, I have maturity, I can make that decision if I want to choose to believe a conspiracy or even if there's facts. Okay, so I mean, that's just really anyone over 18, really. I mean, you know, maturity wise, I would hope so. But anyways, so I personally am still a fan. I still like Mario. I just personally believe that there's a good possibility I'll put it like this. I can see while watching his videos that he still struggles or doesn't struggle with narcissistic tendencies. Okay? And he comes off to me as someone who, I don't know, he was mentally affected by the drugs that he was taking, or if he was it's just his genetics of how his brain works, like, you know, when the words come out of your mouth kind of thing. And, you know, the whole script thing, I completely understand that. I mean, it's like I halfway believe him, I halfway believe, you know, you, Gary828 here, on him using a script to push certain emotions for the viewer to watch, which I completely understand. It's a game of manipulation with a lot of preachers and a lot of people, like in business and whatnot. Anybody can sit there and watch a Joel Osteen sermon and know that you're purposely using, like, he learned how to debate but form his words and thoughts to project to the viewer to get this kind of reaction from people who don't think, basically, who don't, either they're just sheeple, people that have normal to lower IQ, or they just don't, or they're ignorant, but not like in a disrespectful way, like the guy in the video who said, I'm a baby Christian, I would have donated this guy's ministry and whatnot. My thing is, I think this guy should continue watching the Vigilant Christian, but the thing is, once he starts asking for money, you just do what I do to all those people that are from all these different countries begging me for money on Facebook. You tell them no, and you don't do it. There's a place, not a place, but there's a website that I use called charitynavigator.com. And when I do my tithes and offerings, I use that. It's the whole ECFA system. Go ahead and look that up if you don't know what that is. Would I personally give the Vigilant Mario money? No. But because this dude he's already proven himself to be, unfortunately, if he's telling the truth, he's unfortunately proven himself to be a person who's not trustworthy. Even if he has this conversion thing, this was like a year ago. You have to keep in mind, people don't change. The Holy Spirit can change someone, but for like literally 99% of the time, even maybe a little bit more than that, people don't change. And I'm not saying, and as to how Mario articulates himself and articulates his viewpoints, I don't know if maybe it was, like I was saying earlier, if the drugs have maybe made his mental process slower. I don't know, or if he was just born like that. He's just not good at articulating his words, but he wants to use YouTube as a platform to live out the ministry that Jesus has called him. If he says that's what that is, the ministry that God called him to be in front of. I mean, even Moses had a lisp, you know. He didn't want to basically perform speeches himself. So, you know, Exodus, Deuteronomy. He didn't want to talk. So, but I would say for that guy who said I'm a baby Christian, and obviously this guy, like every baby Christian is going to be easily influenced. I'll put it like that. What I would suggest is for this guy, and literally anybody start watching Pastor James White's videos or Jeff Durbin's videos at the Apologia channel. It's called The Dividing Line with Dr. James White. That is the closest you're going to get to the Bible. It is a really complicated show. This guy goes around the world and does debates. And he defends the gospel. He defends sola scriptura. So I would highly suggest to watch him instead. But if you still want to watch Mario, I'm okay with it. If someone asks me that, I say just don't give him any of your money. Do not give any money, okay?